This is it. A can't-miss game and a backdrop to match what is a special occasion. The fans had this one circled on their calendars long ago, and now it's a matter of who will dominate on the pitch. Top players, big characters on the big stage, a highly exciting prospect. Stay tuned for all the live action next on EA TV. Hello, it's great to be with you, and I don't think anybody is going to complain, especially about the weather. I'm Derek Ray, and adjacent to me in the commentary box is Stuart Robson. And today the focus falls firmly on the National Women's Soccer League. It's the Chicago Red Stars, and they take on Racing Louisville.
Thanks, Derek, as always. This should be a good game. Great atmosphere inside the stadium. We've got two teams full of quality, some interesting matchups, and two coaches that want to play an attractive brand of football. What more could you ask for?
Roccaro. Chance to cross. And lining it up. Swanson. Ava Cook. It's looking promising. Kari Roccaro. Mallory Swanson. No determination there for all to see. Well, that's really strong play to keep hold of the ball. And space to cross it. Dangerous ball. And a simple clearance, a good one. Well, full marks for getting past her. Well, in there to tidy up. And a goal it is! No long wait for the opener today.
Well, here you can see it again. Good run, great strength, and a composed finish under pressure. That's a top-class goal.
Well, the ball is moving once more. How important will that opening goal prove to be? Howell. Now with Howell. Taylor Korniak. Piku Yamsa. Well-timed tackle. Well, it clearly was deflected, so it will be their throw-in. Swanson. Now with Roccaro. Still ahead by a goal and moving the ball with purpose. Well, good run this. Now what can she do with it? And a useful cross. And behind it's gone for a corner. Who's going to get on the end of it? Well, not away properly. Kuika. Maximiliano Ral. Can they produce something? It did look on for them, but not to be. Well, using the space really well, but now can they push on? And quick thinking defensively. Oh, really careless. They might be in. Can they put it away? And I think the threat has been averted.
Well, that was a great save. But the way they're playing at the moment, the equaliser can't be far away now.
Malum being pressed and pressed high. Bianchi. Now with Malum. Cari Roccaro. Giulia Bianchi. De Mello. Good work to regain possession. Ral. On she goes in possession. Can she pick the right option? And players waiting in the centre. Taylor Korniak. Moving the ball effectively. Oh, great play. Is this the moment? Really good diving stop to make sure the threat came to nothing. Bianchi. Cook. Really getting stuck in. You can't really tackle like that and expect to get away with it. Booking to come, you would think. And a yellow card it's going to be, Stuart.
Yeah, the ref's got that right. It's a yellow card all day long. Well, she can't believe that decision. She's not happy at all, is she?
Good weight on that pass. And under pressure, that was a fine claim. So a throw in here. Cook. Very quick thinking there. Sam Stab. On to Kuika. Mallory Swanson. Ava Cook. Well, giving the ball away. Korniak. On to Howell. And Turner has it now. And a good challenge to bring that attack to an end. Maximiliane Ral. Erseg. De Mello. And now their turn to have the ball. Cari Roccaro. Well, it's a good-looking position. Is there a goal in their future? Well, possibilities in the centre. And a throw-in forthcoming. Superb defensive judgment to end the attack. Good piece of closing down. Great strong tackle. Throw-in forthcoming. Savannah De Mello. Now with Howell. Erseg. Well, doesn't get away with it. Free kick given. Well, some referees might have elected to hand out the yellow card, but no booking on this occasion. Well, there was impending danger, but good defending. Succeeded in keeping it in play. Bianchi. Ral. Now with Rocaro. Taylor Mallam. And a throw coming up after that authoritative challenge. Ava Cook. And a tidy tackle. Options in the middle. And playing it back. Taylor Mallam. The defenders know you can't really allow space like that. But it fizzles out thanks to that piece of defending. Plenty of players waiting in the middle. Shown inside. Oh, might be. Well, somehow the goalkeeper got to it. And over comes the corner. Oh, no degree of difficulty for the goalkeeper. Bianchi. Oh, that's a super piece of defending. Taylor Korniak. On to Piku Yamza. De Mello. Carson Pickett. Now with Korniak. Savannah De Mello. And danger averted. Well read. Rocaro. Theme emerging of wasted possession. Kari Rocaro. Giulia Bianchi. Losing possession a bit easily. Taylor Korniak. On to Korniak. De Mello. Now with Korniak. Showing a real will to win the ball. Very alertly winning back possession. Sam Stab. Now with Rocaro. Pickett. On to Pickett. Canu. And moving the ball nicely. But then the one that goes astray. Maximiliano Ral. Well, she's playing with a purpose. Fine cross into the middle. And an effective clearance. Corner kick awarded. And let's see if this will help them add to their lead. And the short option preferred. Well, she deserves credit for getting the touch on the ball. Behind for another corner. Can they cash in? Played over. And drawing it back. And that, a piece of goalkeeping you're going to see again and again and again. Short corner favoured. Mallory Swanson. She fancies it. Oh, really close. Just over the top. Korniak. On to Piku Yamza. Savannah De Melo. Illegal play, and hence a free kick. It comes to absolutely nothing. Cook.
Well, the hosts have had so much of the ball in the last 15 minutes, and their passing patterns have created numerous chances. They surely must extend their lead soon.
Yes, it's going to plan, and they might be able to carve out another chance. Pass after pass, keeping their opponents moving. Making sure nothing came of it. Well, that's common sense refereeing to play advantage. Roccaro. Giulia Bianchi. Well, half-time coming up shortly and the home side on top. Stuart, interested to get your critique.
Well, it's been a tight game so far, but they've just had that little bit more quality on the ball, particularly in midfield, where they've just started to take control. They'll be fairly happy going in at half-time if it stays like this.
Roccaro. Mallory Swanson. Swanson. A very good tackle. And now Turner. Jalen Howell. And a lot to like about this attack. Could cross it in here. Fluency of movement. Howell. Really determined play to hang on to it. Jalen Howell. And beating the defender. Excellent assessment of the situation at the back. Kari Roccaro. Giulia Bianchi. Ral. Well, the scoreline means they can focus on keeping possession. And credit due, a good intervention. Jalen Howell. On to Korniak. Korniak. On to De Mello. Howell. On to Korniak. Erseg. And a good challenge to bring that attack to an end. Maximilian Ral. Real determination in the challenge. A throw in here. Well, the referee remaining very much in control. Now the card, and it's yellow. Ral. Giulia Bianchi. Maximilian Ral. Really good wide play. Ral. Now will the cross work out for them? Well, it's actually ended up being easy meat for the keeper. Well, nicely cut out. Now what can they do with the ball? Plenty of support here. Well, cleared away, but at the expense of a corner. So the corner played into the box. And ably dealt with. Cross fired over. Well, no pressure on the keeper. Poor cross. Maximilian Ral. Well, if you're wondering about added time, 2 minutes it'll be. Now, who can she pick out? And the header off target, but resolute defence. Jalen Howell. Now with Howell. Carson Pickett. Savannah De Mello. Turner. Well, showing everyone her abilities in possession. Well, there was impending danger, but good defending. A chance then for the respective managers to address their charges. It is half-time here. So the two teams have switched around and the second half is underway. Magnificent challenge to win it back. How about the cross? last-ditch defending at its very finest. Well, shielding the ball admirably. Oh, but they've lost it now. And a throw-in forthcoming. So deciding to make a personnel change at this juncture. Shea Groom. Well, possession ceded. Taylor Korniak. On to Howell. De Mello. Crossing possibilities. Not at all problematic for the goalkeeper. Bianchi. On to Kuika. Maximiliano Ral. Mallory Swanson. Not getting anxious when they have the ball. But it was a good-looking sequence, but it comes to an end. Bianchi. Incisive pass. Oh, keeper dealt with it. Piku Yamza. Pickett. Now with Piku Yamza. De Mello. And intercepted it. Bianchi. Swanson. Well, the attacking options appear plentiful. Winning back possession. Ball retention so important. Savannah De Mello. Rocaro. And that's not what you want to be doing when you've already been booked. They will now make use of their substitutes bench. Pickett. Now with Erceg. Taylor Korniak. Eli Pikuyamza. An important interception. Swanson. On to Rocaro. Milazzo. Well, that takes the wind out of their sails. Great defending. Howell. Jalen Howell. On to Korniak. A very timely interception. Sam Stabb. Mallory Swanson. Can they create something from here? Keeping possession of the ball with authority. Well, they get the ball once more. Stabb. Now with Mallon. Going well. It needs an accurate cross. Fine build-up as they look to add to their advantage. Happy to pass the ball, but remaining patient. It has to be! Splendid defending. Are putting in quite the shift to win the ball back. Shielding the ball superbly. Milazzo. Ral. 30 minutes left for play. Mallory Swanson. Well, strong play here. Roccaro. She's made a really good intervention there. Savannah De Mello. Now can they counter clinically? Can she connect with a teammate? Well, making considerable progress with the ball. Howell. Well, there's a living, breathing example of positional sense. Taylor Mallon. Milazzo. Roccaro. Now with Mallon. Perfect challenge. Well, they're on the scent of something positive. Good strength to keep the ball. Crossing opportunity. Well, it's such an eye-catching series of passes. Piku Yamsa. Good physical play. Pickett. Howell. Now with Piku Yamsa. Jalen Howell. Still trailing, but they're upping the pressure. Well, fine hold-up play here. Now, who can she pass it to? The cut back. Got to it easily, the keeper.
Well, there you have it. Just not enough going forward from them today. They've lacked tempo, they've lacked a sense of urgency, and above all, a bit of quality. It's been very disappointing.
Well, in possession now. Let's see what they can create. Textbook defending inside the box. Mallory Swanson. Oh, nice ball over the top. Good use of the ball as they look to extend their lead. Has someone to play it to? Well, she was in position to grab another one, but not to be.
But it's only a matter of time here. She looks so dangerous at the moment.
Delivering it. And the danger's still on. Stabb. Groom. Well, that's how to shield the ball and control it. Getting forward. Malum. Can they create something? And a very good challenge. Well, they have the advantage. That's good refereeing. Jalen Howell. Erceg. Now with Howell. A very effective challenge put in. Doing well to keep possession. And into the last 20 minutes. Pickett. And the emphasis is on creativity. But they took care of the situation defensively. Rocaro. Shea Groom. Well, possibilities in the centre. And stopping the danger. And the pass deftly cut out. Piku Yamsa. Moving it forward. And players waiting in the centre. Well, not giving the opposition a look in. That's strong play. Well, passing moves like this will keep confidence levels up. Well read to put an end to that attack. Taylor Korniak. Shielding the ball superbly. Delightful pass. In position, but pressure to cope with. Full marks to the keeper.
Well, what a reaction from the goalkeeper. Such a good save in the end.
They've decided that now is the time to go to the bench. Trying to pick out a teammate. It's not a particularly good corner there. Piku Yamsa. And snuffing out the danger. Rocaro. On to Rocaro. Swanson. Fine sequence of passes. Well, she has no intention of parting with the ball. Mallory Swanson. Now with Rocaro. Milazzo. A chance to whip it in. And caught with ease. No real threat from the cross. Jordan Baggett. On to Baggett. That's really good and effective physical play. Perfect tackle. Jordan Baggett. Piku Yamsa. Erceg. Well, they're eyeing that final pass, you just feel. Trying to open up the defence. Almost found its target, but cutting it out in the end. Kuika. On to Kuika. Natalia Kuika. Swanson. And unable to keep the ball. Jalen Howell. Now with De Mello. An alert piece of defending. Swanson. And a lot to like about this attack. Really doing a fine job of protecting the ball. Ball's gone. Korniak. Well, late in the game here, they know what they need, and that's an equaliser. But a good piece of defending to bring it to an end. Taylor Mallam. On to Milazzo. Kuika. Well, it's almost over, but not quite. The fans still with a bit of nail-biting to do, Stuart.
Yeah, just about edging it overall. It's been a really tight game, hasn't it? Chances at a premium, and you have to praise their defending in that regard. Just got to see out the final few minutes now. No silly mistakes at the back.
Good-looking sequence, this. Tremendous intuition to win it back. Keeping possession of the ball with authority. Well, that's the end of that move for now. Shea Groom. Crossing opportunity. Determined defending. Just wasn't going to give that ball away. Abi Erceg. On to Korniak. Now with Korniak. Well, getting it forward, but they need an equaliser. It needs an accurate cross. Pretty comfortable piece of defending. Shielding the ball superbly. This could be the equaliser. Looked like a certain goal, but that's a great challenge. Rocaro. On to Mallam. Kari Rocaro. Griffith. And nicely over the top. Read that pass all the way, cutting it out. Carson Pickett. Now with De Mello. Abi Erceg. Howell. On to Korniak. Erceg. They couldn't maintain possession. Well, strong play here. Ral. Well, not giving the opposition a look in. That's strong play. Piku Yamsa. Now with Korniak. Eli Piku Yamsa. And Erceg. Now with Piku Yamsa. Savannah De Mello. On to De Mello. Abi Erceg. And on the back of that particular challenge, will the referee let the matter rest there? Well, it was apparently a bookable offence.
Well, no debate over that one. It's a yellow card all day long.
Good strength to keep the ball. Lost possession. Rocaro. Maximiliano Ral. So 2 minutes of stoppage time to be added on. Natalia Kuika. Ral. Now with Milazzo. Groom. Malum. Now with Malum. Shea Groom. Oh, possibilities inside the box. Oh, dealt with by the goalkeeper. That's really good and effective physical play. Natalia Kuika. Onto Kuika. Onto Stab. Tatum Milazzo. Ral. What can she do with it now? And teammates to play it to. Oh, that's a really good run. And the final whistle is sounded. A positive outcome for the Chicago Red Stars. How would you grade the performance?
Well, Derek, it was very competitive. Chances at both ends, but I feel they were the better team and they deserved their victory.